Hey yo, Zane, you went crazy on this one.
Cheese.
YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Silk the God, back at it again with another YouTube video, and right now we're doing a skin mid taper. Let's go. Bow. So the first thing I like to do, I like to prep my canvas. What I mean by prep my canvas, take a comb, I lift his waves up by combing in the direction of his wave pattern and lifting his hair up. Oh, and my apologies for this scene right here. My camera had died once again, but it's all good. I just slapped in another battery and went right back to recording. I just knocked down his hair with a 2.5 guard with the grain because I like to keep his hair dark and his hair texture is a little more straighter than the average person I normally cut. So we just kept the guard pretty big. Alright, after I got my desired length, I just came with a little blow dry, a little air duster. And I'm just blowing off the excess hair off him. That way my canvas is clean. There's no hair on his face. None of that stuff. And I can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, right now I'm prepping my area right here in this particular area because I'm about to do a mid-skin taper. So I had the DTX. Have balled that line out. Right after I ball that line out, I'm gonna just take my master's lever open, making my second guideline, and then he's gonna have ice picks with this. Yeah, the taper is skin, but he's gonna have ice picks with his taper because he doesn't like to get rid of the sideburns, the ice picks, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna just knock the sideburns down to a level open. It's gonna look bald because it's not lined up or anything like that, but when it's done, you're gonna see everything come together. Okay, now we at the debulking area. So right now I have a 3 guard level open because it just blends automatically with the 2.5 with the grain. And I just had like a little, he just had like a little piece of hair around the ear that was really disturbing. So I just knocked that off and then I went right back to what I'm doing. So I'm just blending straight down. So I do a 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2, and I keep dropping all the way down until I meet the middle with the lever open, no guard. Yes, sir. And like I said before, we just blend down. So right now I have my 1.5 guard level open. Then I close it. Right after I close it, I just slap on the 1 guard level open. And I just work my way all the way down. You can see the line is coming out like butter. Like bow movie. Yes, sir. So my steps are pretty much done. Right now I'm just doing some detail work. I'm just hitting some dark spots that I haven't seen before. So sometimes when you stare at a spot too long, you don't really notice it until you look in the mirror and then you look right back at your canvas or your artwork, your masterpiece, whatever you want to call it. But whatever you do to the sides is the same thing you do to the back, is the same thing. You just have a bigger space to work with. Everything is the same steps, nothing changes. Do not get confused, I promise you. you could just see my blend just coming in together. And like I said before, it's the same exact steps. Nothing changes. You just have a bigger canvas and a bigger space to work with. That's the only difference. But you can see that blend is looking blurrier. Oh my gosh. Jeez. So right now I'm just combing out the axis here on behind his ear. I had to debulk it a little bit. I just debulked it with like 1.5 guard. And then I'm gonna come over with my liners. Right? Tap and pull. Do not push in. If you push, you accidentally push the hairline back. So I like to comb the hair out, and I just stamp it, and I just pull right out. Right here, I just use a corner of my blade, and I just curve it with just the corner. Comb that axis hair right off, and I just going back to do the same thing. That's it. That's all she wrote. Yes, sir. Okay, this scene right here, I have put the speed back to normal so you can see what I'm about to cut. It's not his actual hairline, it's his bangs. He has a lot of overhang. He is a waver. Wavers tend to get that. So I'm gonna lift his hair right now. So where I lifted, that's where his actual hairline is. So I'm gonna lay it back down, and I'm gonna just cut the bangs, but we're not gonna cut the bangs too high because you want to keep his forehead looking a normal, decent size. Tap and drag, and look, perfect. It looks like that's where his hairline is actually supposed to be. It's called cosmetical surgery. That's what us barbers do, and we're supposed to make the client look as clean and as decent as possible. So I hit one vertical bar on the right side because the right side is closest to the mirror where I can see. So I usually prefer to hit the vertical bar on the right side. And then I hit the vertical bar on the left side, and I just bring the hairline from the middle to the right, and then from the middle to the left. And I just connect everything together like connect the dots. Bow, movie, viral. Man. And you can see like he's coming out crispy, like crispy, and I didn't even use no enhancements, no razor, no nothing. Bow. Yeah, so with the C cup area, I like to measure the C cup area with my pinky. I match my pinky from one side to the forehead to the other, and I just use the curve of my GTX liners, and I just curve it. I like to keep it wide as possible because I don't like to dig too deep into the sideburn area and in his shape of ended looking like a Dorito. We don't want that, no sir. But right now you can see I'm just lining up the ice pick. Now I remember I had told you just because I had knocked it down, it doesn't mean it's gone. It was just light because I haven't lined it up yet. But you can see everything is coming together. But my guy's looking real clean, man, real clean. So right now I have my waterproof color enhancement. It's waterproof, and I only sprayed enough just to fill in little light spots. But for the most part, he doesn't really need it. I just want to make the haircut pop, and I didn't want the haircut to look fake, so I just use a little bit. You don't need a lot. Sometimes less is more. Remember, barbers, sometimes less is more. So right here I have some hair fibers just to go over the waterproof color enhancer so it can actually look like hair, and I just wanted to look like more full. So that's what I had did, and I just came right back in again and just lined up where I had sprayed the enhancements at. But yo, no lie, no cap, my guy's looking clean, man, real clean. Godly cuts, man. Yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. The symbol's right there on the bottom of the screen. You know the vibes, man. Here I'm just lining up the mustache. I start from the bottom and then I go to the top, and then I'm just gonna clean off the excess hair on his face. He just likes to keep like a little goatee and mustache, and that's pretty much it for the most part. I don't think I really need to explain much on this part. You know, just be gentle with the skin, and that's pretty much it. What I like to do, just a word of advice: if you usually mess up on the facial hair, you can frame or outline the facial hair first and then clean up everything after, if that makes sense. But we pretty much wrapping up here now. Alright, so right now I just lay this head back because I'm about to just do the razor work real quick, just to give the line that extra crispness and make sure the haircut lasts longer too. The haircut will last an extra week longer when you use a razor as opposed to not. Scientifically proven. But right now I'm just stretching the skin and gliding against the hair that I'm cutting, and then I just pull his forehead down and just glide against it. That way it causes less irritation on the skin. Like, people think it's just about a fresh haircut. It's not just about a fresh haircut. It's also about the skin, because once the skin bumps up, you have irritation, and the haircut, like, it's like basically the haircut is out the window now because the attention is off of the haircut. So right now I just tell him to bite his lip, stretch the lip area, and just glide with it. You can see everywhere I'm using a razor, I'm stretching. I just keep stretching everywhere I go. Okay, you know, I'm pretty much done with the cut, but you know I gotta hit him with the Godly Cuts Vanilla Scent Pomade. Yes, sir. Out now, by the way. Created by me, and you can see just laying his waves right back down. Just brush that in, man. It has castor oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, and the main ingredient shea butter. And then you know I have to give it that vanilla scent just to give that extra fragrance. Bow! Look at my guy, man. Ooh wee! Yes, sir. Oh man. Jeez. Yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Stop playing around, man. Give me a thumbs up. You know the vibes. And follow me on the gram, man. Yo, I'm Silk the God, and I'm out. Bow.